You know who I am. You've seen me before, but you probably don't know my real story. I've been depicted in famous murals, and I have become a symbol that represents a beautiful Mexican tradition called Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead. I must say it is an honor to represent such a special holiday, where the living and the dead can celebrate together. For many people, Day of the Dead is a party full of colors, where once a year they can celebrate and remember their loved ones who have passed away. It is believed that the dead make the journey back to the world of the living, guided by these flowers, marigolds. The dead follow their sweet aroma and arrive at midnight to visit their family and friends and share a meal with them. On this special day, the dead can. That's why families put the food here on this altar set up in their honor. With a full belly and joy in their hearts, the dead make their journey back to my world to keep resting in peace until next year. But I didn't always have this job. I was born in 1910, thanks to the artist Jose Luis Robledo. It might come as a surprise to you, but back then, my purpose had nothing to do with Day of the Dead. I appeared in newspapers as a satirical social critic of Mexican society in the 1900s. My original name was Calavera History, which means chickpea skeleton. My original purpose was to remind people not to pretend to be someone they weren't. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, the color of your skin, or your social status. At the end of the day, we're all going to end up as skeletons. So always stay true to yourself and live the life you want. From the social critic Calavera Garbancera, I then became La Catrina in Diego Rivera's mural, Dream of a Sunday Afternoon in the Alameda Central. You can see me here with my creator, Jose Guadalupe Posada, and a young version of Diego Rivera. From then on, I became the icon of the Day of the Dead celebration. Where I come from, though, is not that important. The important thing is that when you look at me, you're looking at centuries upon centuries of rich traditions, because the one thing I am is 100% unmistakably Mexican. Happy Dia de Muertos.
Here are a few examples. Here is a demonstration of me drawing a Calavera skull. I'm using simple shapes and lines to produce this Calavera skull. Your Calavera skull does not have to look like my Calavera skull. It can be completely different. You can use a combination of your own original ideas with the examples that I have in this presentation. I think you're going to have a lot of fun creating a Calavera skull, and I challenge you to make more than one. Please make sure to keep your design as symmetrical as possible, and if you happen to make an accident, do it on the other side and it'll look like it was intentional. I hope that you learned a lot from this lesson, and I can't wait for you to share your work with me. How did the calavera become the symbol for Dia de los Muertos? Students will learn about the cultural tradition of Dia de los Muertos. Student will draw a calavera skull design using the elements of line, shape, and color. Materials: white paper, pencil, black Sharpie or black crayon, paint, markers or crayons, scissors, and please watch the demonstration. Dia de los Muertos Calavera Skull. Use a pencil to draw the calavera skull. You can follow the steps below or use your own ideas. Start with column 1. Pause the video below to roll the die. Whichever number it lands on, you will draw it on your paper. Make sure everything is symmetrical. You will continue until you have drawn all the facial features. Trace your lines with a Sharpie marker or black crayon. Use markers, watercolor, or crayons to add color to the floral designs. Make sure you balance your color and keep your design symmetrical. Please rewind this and pause so that you can roll the dice digitally.